In this video, we're gonna be testing out some different pop filter options for USB microphones. Now, in this video, we're gonna be using the Rode Podcaster mic, but I think some of the tips and tests will be helpful for any microphone that you might be using. Coming up. Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Think Media TV, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tips and strategy videos, as well as tech gear reviews, just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And hey, at any point during the video, check out show notes and links in the description below. I'll list out all of the various gear and pop filters that we're testing out in the YouTube description. Let's jump into the video. So when it comes to using any kind of microphone, having some sort of a filter or pop filter is very important, mainly because of what are called plosives. And that's where typically when you say P words, it's kind of breathy and it can cause kind of a poof noise on the microphone, right? And so a pop filter can help to eliminate that or cut that down, potentially all together. Now, in this video, we're gonna be testing out an aluminum pop filter by Repott for the Rode Podcaster. It's actually meant for some other microphones, but works on the Podcaster. And you can find styles like this kind of aluminum pop filters. You can find other brands of these as well. We're also gonna be testing out this Rode kind of typical mic foam pop filter that slides right on top of here. And then we're also gonna be checking out just a kind of generic kind of pop filter that you could get off of Amazon as well. Now, one thing to note is that actually this particular mic actually has a built-in pop filter. So they, on the box, say that you don't actually need one. However, I found that you really wanna learn your own vocal style because maybe your plosives are a little bit more pronounced than other people's. I find that to be true for me. I usually need extra filtration help, not less. And so we'll do a test with just this by itself and then check out the rest of those pop filter options. All right, so we are now testing out the Rode Podcaster mic with just the built-in pop filter, and I'm gonna be reading the same script over each pop filter, so let's jump into it. Pete's podcast had perfect potential. Mr. Tag had 5 television sets. Think Media. Tips and tools for building your influence with online video. All right, next up is the WS2 Windshield. This is from Rode, about $20 here in the US on Amazon. Of course, we'll link everything up in the description again if you want to check out these various options. Let's do the script. Pete's podcast had perfect potential. Mr. Tag had 5 television sets. Think Media. Tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Okay, now we're kind of using a generic pop filter, kind of mounts on here, comes up over, it's got nylon. You can also do DIY versions of this. This will usually run you anywhere between sometimes like $7 to, there's all kinds of ones that are made like this, maybe up to about $20 on eBay or Amazon. And of course, one of the downsides here is just how bulky it is. In fact, we were having trouble, this is putting a lot of weight on the arm. By the time you have the mic, you have the shock mount, and you have that, it's definitely putting a ton of weight on there. But nevertheless, it definitely is a solution. So let's try the script. Pete's podcast has perfect potential. Mr. Tag has 5 television sets. Think Media. Tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And then finally, we have the Repott from BSW, and this is by far, I think, the coolest looking of the pop filters, but it's also the most expensive. This comes in at, I believe, near $60, so it's one of the most expensive pop filters probably in the world, but it looks cool. So now let's check out how it sounds with the script. Pete's podcast has perfect potential. Mr. Tag has 5 television sets. Think Media. Tips and tools for building your influence with online video. All right, so what do you think? You heard the different pop filters. Some of the observations that I had was for sure, it's definitely better with one than without one. Even though the Rode Podcaster has one built in, we definitely noticed from our tests here with Omar at the Think Media Studios that it's a big improvement when you added the pop filters. From our test, we noticed that that first one, the WS2, helped, but there was still some plosives that we noticed in there. And then I kind of feel like sound-wise, it's almost a tie between the aluminum one on here as well as the budget pop filter, which to me brings it down to more of a looks thing or an aesthetic thing or a budget thing. Because I thought this one sounded really good. It's my personal favorite just because it's kind of chic, it's cool looking, but the thing is super expensive. Whereas you can get the same sound out of this. And you know, the last thing is that for me, I'm doing a lot of Facebook Lives, a lot of live streaming, where this setup is on, it's seen, right? It's visual. So I don't like the way this looks as much, just it's not really as fancy and as tech, you know, and obviously the other one's pretty bulky. So personally, I think this has a real cool look to it. But question of the day is, which one do you think was best? Which one do you think sounded best, took out the plosives the most? Which one do you think looks the best? And maybe there's other pop filter styles that you'd recommend. Definitely post those in the comments, and remember that some of the best tips and feedback come from you, the Think Media community. So definitely connect with everybody in the comments section. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Hit the like button if you got value out of it. If you want to check out our full USB mic playlist, that's on the screen. You can just click there or in the description. And if you want to check out another video from Think Media TV, you can click there as well. Until next time, Think Media is bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.